9.4 Graphing quadratic equations. Learning objectives. 1. Graph quadratic equation. 2. Find the vertex of a parabola. So we need to find the meaning of the following words. What is the meaning of parabola? What is the meaning of parabola? Anyone knows?
It's just curving, so.
It's a curving, correct. That's good. Yes, it's a curving, okay? Just a curve, okay? And it has like a head, and the head is either in the bottom or in the top. So it has like a corner or a side, okay? So if I want to grab this, the parabola, it's like, it looks like, let me graph it for you. So it's we're gonna say it's a curve, right? So it's either it's going this way, that's called upward, or we have another graph that goes that way, and they call it downward. Okay, and in the bottom here, there is a point, and this is another point. So you can get this point. What is the name of this point? It's called vertex. So this point is either the highest point or the lowest point. They call it minimum, or sometimes they call it what? Maximum. Okay? All right, is this clear? Now, this line here, okay, if you find out its value according to x, they call it symmetry. Line of symmetry. Line of symmetry. So the line of symmetry, we can say, for example, maybe x is equal to 0 because all values here is 0. Or sometimes you can say x is equal to 0 here as well. Okay, that's called line of what? Symmetry. That means the left side it's exactly identical to the right side. Okay. Let's go to some examples. Remember this classwork, you need to do that. The graph, here is a brief summary, okay? Graphing y equal a x minus h all squared plus k. This is, we can graph it using this way, okay? Or you can use the regular equation, okay? So if a greater than 0, then the graph opens upward. So for example, if you have something like f of x equal x squared. So how much the value of a here? The value of a here is 1, correct? So f of x equal x squared. So the value of a here is how much? Is 1. And a is greater than, in this case, equal to what? Greater than 0. Therefore, the graph is upward. Okay, it's going this way. So in this case, the vertex is going to be what? Minimum or maximum? Minimum. If a is less than 0, for example, f of x equal negative x squared. How much is a here? A equal negative 1, correct? So a is less than what? 0. So your point here is going to be what? Is gonna be minimum, maximum, and the graph will be what? Is it upward or downward? Downward. Okay. Now we can graph the parabola using two techniques. Either we apply this formula, the vertex of this is what? H and K. This point is considered what? The vertex. So if he give you a formula or a function that it looks like y equal a open parenthesis x minus h all squared plus k, that means we can apply this formula and get how much the vertex value, which in this case h and k. But what if he give you this formula? You have the choices either to convert this to this form, or you do the table. Remember the table? We used to do the table. Like the values, we put some values. Remember, we used to put values like 0, 1, 2, -1, -2, like this, and you find how much is y. So you can do this way or that way, but always you have to apply the vertex uh, form, which is this formula, to be able to get the vertex value. So here we always get the x value, and after you get the x value, you get the y value. Like, what is the x value? It's negative b over 2a. So you need to find how much is b and how much is a. Is this clear? But
Yes, sir.
okay, so let's go to some examples. Okay, so read the better. What does it say here?
Uh,
Number one.
Determine whether the graph of y equals negative 2x squared plus x plus 6 is a parabola that opens upward or downward.
So he wants to know if it's upward in this way or it's downward. So how can I know? From the a value. Okay, how much is the a value? -2, correct? How much is b? 1. But I don't need b. I just need a. So is a here greater than 0 or less than 0? It's less than 0, correct? Therefore, if it's less than 0, then what happened to the graph? But
The graph
it's
goes
going to be,
downwards.
yeah,
Yeah,
downward.
downward,
So
yeah.
we're going to say, yeah, we're going to say downward. Means it's going to be like this. And the vertex in here is going to be what? What is the vertex? Maximum or minimum? It's going to be
Max.
max. Okay, let's go to the next one. Read the better.
Find the x-intercepts for the parabola whose equation is y equals x squared minus 4x plus 3.
So he's looking for x squared. He's not asking you about is it upward or downward. He's not asking about the shape. Is it upward or downward? He just asked for x-intercept. And we know that to get x-intercept, you let y equal what? 0. So if you have this is equation, we're gonna replace y by how much? By 0. And then we're gonna do what? we need to factor this. So we put x. Okay. I could put the 0 here, right? It doesn't have to be on the left side. Type Badr 3. What is the two numbers times each other give you 3?
3 times 1.
3 times 1. Okay, so the product here of 3 is going to be what? 3 times 1. Now the question comes here. I need the sum to be how much? -4. So it's going to be -3, -1. So I'll put -3 here, -1. Okay, up to here is clear. Somebody send the message. Nawaf, I don't hear the sound. I don't know. Maybe you need to check the computer. I don't know. Check your computer volume. Okay. Is this the problem is happening always, or just only now? All right. So let's continue.
Doctor,
Yes.
did you attend me? I am Umar.
I will take attendance at the end of the
Okay.
class. So we have two solutions. X minus 3 equals 0. So x equals 3, and this x equals 1. So we have two solutions. That means we have two pair of points, order pair. This is one order pair and this order pair. So this order pair is how much the value of it is 3 and 0.
3 and 0.
But what is the next one? 1 and 0. Is this clear?
Yes.
Any question from the class? Abdul Malik, Khalid, Muhammad, Nawaf, Omar, Yusuf, is everything is clear?
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Okay. Let's move to the next one. Now this question is coming in the test, in the final exam. He said graph y equal what? X squared. And y equal negative x squared. Now remember, sometimes he replace y by a f of x, and sometimes he say g of x. So first, let's write down this one, y equal x squared. Now, how much is a value here? 1. So is this a is greater than 0? So it's upward or downward? Upward. So it will look like this, something like this, right? And the vertex is in here, right? So let's he's asking the question. Read Badr, what does it say here?
The vertex is the lowest point if the parabola opens up, or highest point if the parabola opens down. Label the vertex on each parabola.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
Imagine shifting the parabolas around. How many x-intercepts can a parabola have?
Okay, and C, continue.
How many y-intercepts can a parabola have?
Tamam. So let's start with the first equation, which is y equal x squared, and sometimes they write as the f of x equal x squared. Huh? So how can I graph this? It's very simple. Let's find out how much is a. We said a is equal how much? 1. And how much is b in this case? We don't have B, right? So in this case, we say B how much? 0. So to get the vertex, what should I say? I say the vertex x using the formula. X equal what? Negative B over 2A. That is your A. That is your formula, right? To be able to get the vertex. The vertex, which one is the vertex? This point. So how much is B? We said it is 0, correct? Well, yes, 0. And how much is A? We say it's 1. So that's equal what? 0 over 2. How much is 0 over 2? 0. Okay, so we get how much is x. Can we get how much is y? Yes. The formula is like y equal x squared, or sometimes they say f of x equal x squared. So now how much is x? 0, correct? So this would be 0 squared. How much is 0 squared? 0, right? So y equal 0. So I got the point. What is the vertex point now? 0, 0, correct? So your vertex point here, exactly as it's being drawn here, which is what? 0, 0. That's a, you can put it here, 0, 0, 0. That's called a vertex. Okay? Now, this is the vertex point, but I need to find the x-intercept. Okay? How can I get the x-intercept? Now we have to get x-intercept. How can I get x-intercept? You let y equal what? Equal 0, right? And if you let y equal 0, it's going to be, the equation is going to be 0 equal what? X squared. So x in this case is going to be how much? 0. So your x-intercept is 0, 0. It's the same like the vertex. If I want to get y-intercept, how can I get y-intercept? We let what? X equal what?
0.
0. So in this case, if you put 0 in the formula itself, which is y equal x squared, you're gonna make it 0. So it's the same thing, right? So it's gonna be 0, 0. It's still like the vertex. Okay. This is not enough. I cannot build a graph based on 0, 0, 0, 0. Yani 3 points, zeros. I need a real point, right? Additional points. So I'm gonna let, for example, x equal 1. If you replace x by 1, how much is y in this case? Would be 1. So I got a real point here, 1 on 1, an additional point. If I let x equal to 2, okay, we have y equal x squared. So y is going to equal what? 2 squared. How much is 2 squared? 4. So your second point is going to be 2 and 4. So now I got, how many points now I have? 3 points, right? 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2 and 4. Correct? Yeah, but
أيوة يا مستر.
yes. So now I'm going to put those points here. So we said 1 and 1, correct? And the other one was what? 2 and 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be here. This is 2 and 4. This is 1 and 1. Now I got the what do you call it? The right side, correct? I need to get the left side. So to get the left side, what should I do? Do we have space in the bottom here? Yeah, we have space. So we're gonna take the other side, which is gonna be what? Um, negative values, okay? So we're gonna say let x equal -1. If x is -1, we already have what? X squared, right? So that means what? -1a squared, right? And that's give you what? 1. So your fourth point is going to be -1 and 1. One more point and we are done. So we're going to let x equal what? -2. And same thing, y equal what? X squared. So y equal what? -2 squared equal to what? 4. So -2 and 4. Now how many points we have? We have 5 points. So we're gonna go to the graph up here and we're gonna graph it, okay? So the other point is what here? -1 and 1. And then -2, -2 and 4. Is that clear? And then you make the line. Clear or not clear?
Clear, Mr.
I'll change the color here, okay? So that's how you graph those points, okay? I'll just change the color so you can differentiate between the left side and the right side. Okay, so we graph what? We graph x squared. What about -x squared? Same thing. This time I'm gonna do table, okay? So it's gonna be easy for you to see it. First, let's see how much is a. How much is a here? -1. So here is a is less than 0. Therefore, it's concave up or concave down? Concave, how much? Concave a down. So is it upward or downward? Downward. Is it maximum or minimum? Maximum. Okay, is this clear? So I got how much is a. Now to get the vertex for this, what should I do? Yalla, but how can I get the vertex? X equal what? Yeah, vertex. Yeah, but -b over 2a. That's the formula, right? So how much is b here? Do we have b? We don't have b, so we'll put b equal what? 0. So x equal what? -0 over 2 times -1. So x equal how much? 0. Okay, we got x how much is 0. Now we're gonna replace in the original one to get the original equation to get y. So we know y equal what? -x squared. So we're gonna replace x by 0. So y equal what? 0. So your vertex point in this case is how much? 0, 0. Okay, up to here is clear. Now we're gonna need to make a table. Okay, this time I'm gonna do a table. Okay, And in this table, we'll have value for x, value for y. So we're going to use 0, 1, 2, -1, -2. If x is equal to 0, so how much is y? It's going to be 0. If x equal to 1, how much is y? But how much is y?
Y
y
equals
equals 0,
-1.
-1. If y equal 2, so it's going to be -4. If y equal -1, so it's going to equal how much? -1. If y equal, if x is, I'm sorry, I'm talking about x. If x is -1, then y is -1. If x is -2, how much is y? How much is y? -4. So those are your points, okay? We're going to take this point, which is first 0, 0. Here 1, -1. 2 and -4. This one -1, -1. -2, -4. We'll take this point and we graph it. Did you write the points down?
Yes.
Okay, so we go here. The point here is 0, 0, so it's the vertex here, this point. And then what do we have? 1 and -1. Then 2 and -4. And then -1 and -1. And then -2 and -4. So your graph will look like parabola. The parabola, but it's a flipped, rotate around what? Rotated around what? X-axis. Okay, is this clear? So how much rotation? It's 180, right? 180 or 90? 180. Okay. Is this okay or not okay?
It's okay.
So how now let's go for A. The vertex is lowest point if the parabola opens up, or highest point if the parabola opens down. Label the vertex on each parabola. So I already did this. Okay. Imagine shifting the parabola around. How many x-intercept can a parabola have? Imagine shifting the parabola around the x-axis. How many x-intercept can parabola have? Only one. So the answer here, 1. How many y-intercepts can a parabola have? Not only one. For this particular graph, do we have how many we have in this particular? Only one, right? It's intercepting here, right, in the y-axis, and also on the same x-axis. Okay, but for any normal graph, it can have more than one, or it might not have any y-intercept. Okay, but in our case here, it's only one point. Let's go to this one here. Read the battery.
Find the y-intercept for the parabola whose equation is y equals -x squared plus 8x minus 12.
To find y-intercept, let x equal what? 0. So y equal what? What do you think y will be? It's equal how much? So what is your point now? Is this clear?
Yes.
Abdul Malik, are you here with us, Abdul Malik?
Yes, Mr.
Yalla, read the next one, ya Abdul Malik.
Okay. Find the vertex for the parabola whose equation is y equals 2x squared plus 4x minus 6.
Okay, can you tell me how can I get the vertex x? What is the formula?
Minus b,
Yes, minus b over
2a.
2a. How much is a?
2.
How much is
b is
b?
4.
How much is c?
6 minus 6.
But we don't need c, correct?
Yeah,
We only need b and we need
a.
a. So it's going to be negative 4 over 2 times 2, which is negative 4 over 4, which is negative 1. Now, this is x equal negative 1. I'm going to find how much is y. Now it's going to be 2 and then negative 1 squared plus 4 and negative 1 minus 6. But what is the calculation for this?
I'm still solving it.
So what is the vertex, ya Abdul Malik?
Minus 1 minus 8.
That's it. Badr, you're okay?
Yes, it just took me some time.
Okay. Khalid, are you here, ya Khalid? محمد الختامي الكثامي. Muhammad Bilal.
Yes, Professor.
Yes. Can you please read the next one?
Yes, I'll read it for you. Graph the quadratic equation y equal minus x squared plus 4x minus 3.
Okay, so the first number one, I have to find how much is A. How much is A, Muhammad?
A is negative 1, B is 4, and C is negative 3.
Okay, how can I get the vertex using the formula?
Yeah. So you're going to apply the values into the formula.
So how much is B? How much 2? Number 3, need to find how much is A, Y. So we have negative squared plus 4 minus 3. So I'm going to replace x by how much? By 2. So y equal what? Negative 4 plus 8 minus 3. Yalla, can somebody help me how much this will be? What is the answer? Yalla, fast. Badr, Muhammad, Omar,
Equals 1, صح?
equal 1. Very good. So we got, what is the vertex point now? It's going to be 2 and 1. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes.
Okay, now we need a few more points, right? So I'm gonna use the table, okay? I'm gonna use the table. Make the table x, and here y equal what? Negative x squared plus 4x minus 3. The vertex point here, what is the vertex? It's 2, right? So in y, how much is y will be? Y equal 1, correct? That's the vertex. So I need a point before and point after. Can you give me 1 point before and 1 point after? What value should I use in the top here? More than 2. What value? Is 3 okay?
Yes.
Yes, no?
Yeah,
What
3 is
about
okay.
before 2? Can I use -1?
You can, but does it have to be -1? Well,
Can I use 0?
I'm not sure, but I'm just thinking.
Can I use 1? Okay, we use 1. Can I use another number? 0? Yes, you can. Can I use, can I make 3 and 4? Yes, you can make 3 and 4. Okay, so put 3 here and 4 here. Yeah. If the easiest one is what? The 0, right? If y equal 0, if x equals 0, I'm sorry. If x equals 0, how much is y will be? How much? Yalla, talk to me, please. So that's your a point, 0 and -3. Now, but if I replace 1 here, how much is x will be? How much is y will be?
We replace one, right? Oh, y would be هو negative ولا مش negative؟ wait, let me solve it.
Yalla, everybody try to do this and tell me how much if you replace x by 1. Khalid, Abdul Malik, Muhammad, Nawaf, Omar, Yusuf.
Yes, mister.
Yes, what's the answer?
0.
0. So your point here is going to be 1 and
0.
0. Now let's go for x equal to 3. Yalla, but yalla, everybody do x equal to 3. If you replace x by 3, how much is y? If you replace x by 4, how much is y? So negative 4 and 4 is what? 16. So it's going to be negative 16 plus 16 minus 3. So the answer is going to be what? Minus 3. Okay? So your point here is 4 and minus 3. What about this one? Yalla, do it together, guys. You're going to get negative what? 9 plus 12 minus 3. Yalla, Khalid.
Mister, this one 0.
0. Very good. So this point is going to be what?
3 and
3
0.
and 0. And we already have this point, which is 2 and 1. So now we're going to go to the graph and graph those values. Okay? This one, this one, this one, and this one. How many points we have to graph? 4 points, correct? Yeah, let's graph it. The first point is what we're gonna use. Let's say 1 and 0. Okay. Do we have a graph here? No. So we can graph it in the bottom here. Okay. We're gonna graph it here. Okay. So I'm gonna make a graph. Okay. What is the vertex point? 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Where is 2? And where is 1? 2 and 1. So this is your A vertex. Second point is what? 1 and 0. 1 is here and 0 is here. Then we have 0 and -3. 0 and we go down -3. Okay. And above, what do we have? 3 and 0. 3 and 0. And then what's the other point? 4 and -3. 4 and -3. So your parabola will go upward or downward? But upward or downward?
You're
It's
downward.
going downward.
Downward. And this vertex, is it maximum or a minimum? Maximum, right? Because the point is in the top. Okay.
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
That's a good example. I think don't worry about this one. Okay. Try to solve some problem here. Can you do this now? Can you graph this as a classwork now before we go? Badr, Khalid, Omar, Muhammad, can you graph this one?
Wait,
Nawaf,
this one's which page, mister?
it's after 2 pages.
Oh, okay, I found it.
So Abdul Malik, can you graph it? So we have, what's the first point you have to bring? What's the first thing?
You're gonna add the points for x and y. X, or you're gonna add the points for x, and then you're gonna try solving it by replacing it in the thing for y.
Okay, so number 1, what do we have to do?
Vertex.
Okay, to get the vertex, I need to find how much is A, how much is B, right?
Yes.
How much is A?
A is 1, B is 1, and C
B
is
is
also.
0. B
But
is 0.
it's x squared.
There is no, if you write this normal equation, it's going to be like this.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
So how much is B here?
0.
Is 0.
Yeah.
So let's get the vertex. Yalla, on your paper, write it down. Yalla, everybody, work together. Ab Malik, Badr, Khalid, Muhammad, Bilal, Nawaf, Omar, Yusuf.
Yes, doctor, I'm trying to solve it in my booklet.
Yalla, do it now. Everybody's okay now? You got the points?
Yes, sir, I'm just writing it down.
Yes, yes, I got the points.
Is this clear, everybody?
Yes, yes.
In the exam, sometimes he give you another point, and let's say, for example, the other point is going this way, like this. It's being shifted down. So, for example, it's here. So, how do you describe the shift? You will say, for example, G uh, shifted. Like, for example, this is the graph of G, and this is the graph of F. You say G shifted down, shifted from shifted um, shifted down from F graph. Okay, so that's F or F function or F graph. So this one is also graph, G graph. Shifted down from F graph by how many points? How many? Yalla count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G actually it's shifted up, right? Or down? G shifted down. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units. Is this clear? If he's telling you what happened to the G graph, if you have to graph another one, then you will say it shifted down from F graph by how much? By 5 units. Is this clear, everybody?
Yes, it
Yes.
is.
Is it only Badr and Muhammad Bilal is active? Everybody else is not active?
No, I'm here, doctor. It's clear.
Omar?
Yes, yes, doctor. It's clear.
And where is Yusuf and Nawaf? Muhammad Kastami? Khalid? Abdul Malik?
مستر مهيب.
Okay. Is this clear or not clear?
Yes, clear.
Clear. Um, can we go to the next section, or do you have a class after this?
Me and Umar and Khalid have a class.
You have class at 11 o'clock?
11:30.
11:30. So because this is the last part in the entire